Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Tampa Bay Lightning BGM. We're here in the re-sign phase, getting ready to re-sign some players. So this is the way the lines are going to look for now. It'll be Steven Stamkos, Martin St-Louis, and Vinny Prospal, just like last year. We'll get into the rest afterwards because we do need to make some changes. But first things first, who do we re-sign? Who do we get rid of? Who do we keep? Blah, 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 blah. First off, I think we need to re-sign the big players that are up. Let's see whose that is. Prospal, potentially. I think maybe not. We'll see how things go. Purcell is locked down. He's $4.5 million. How much does Prospal want? He wanted 2.4 last year. Now he wants 2.7, so he's up a bit. But he's a much more affordable second line playmaker. We're gonna have two playmakers, so we need another sniper. We'll see how things go. Maybe Brett Connolly plays that position. You never know what happens in the offseason either. Maybe even Druin gets up in there. It'll be an interesting year for sure. Connolly we need to re-sign. What about defenseman? Who needs to be re-signed here? Salo we can get for a good deal. There's nobody really expensive, which is nice. So we're going to keep our costs low. First thing, let's sign our rookies. Brett Connolly. He wants $9.85 for 2 years. What about 3 years? 1.8. He wants a one-way contract. No interest in a two-way contract. So let's get him for 4 years. All right. So he's 1.7. So 1.745 times 0.85. 1.483 we could get him for. Nah, I don't want to do that. Let's try 1.180. 1.18 times 0.85. That's just over $1 million. I will do that. Hold on, that's 1 million. Whoop. Let's just do this. That's that. $1,005,000. That's a good deal for Brett Connolly. We'll have him locked down for 3 years. They got him as a depth forward, but you know what? He's going to end up probably playing this year. Panic. Negotiate new contract for Panic. Let's give him 2 years, 7.8, or sorry, 0.78 times 0.85. What the hell? 0.78 times 0.85. I keep hitting minus. 665. So we'll get him for that, 665 for 2 years. All right, nice to see that. Walker, we can release you. I'm just gonna go through and release you right now. Fine, see you later. Brown, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We'll release Dan Sexton. Get rid of all these excess players. Adam Ernie, we're going to sign you now because I don't see any reason why not to. Sure, 3 years for $700,000. That's fine for me. Defenseman, was there anybody else need to be re-signed? Ollie, because he's a prospect here. Ooh, he wants $2.4 million for 2 years. How much does he want for one? Let's give him 1 year. All right, let's give him 1 year. We'll give him 1 year at $880,000. Until you're worth it, I'm not going to pay you because I want to keep my cap space low for trades. So I'll give you $880 for what you're looking for 1 year. All right, 1 year at $880. Let's see if you'll accept that. Barbero, I'm going to tender you a qualifying offer because you do look decent. Let's see who else needs to be re-signed. Centers, Pyatt, or what does Pyatt want? First off, let's see. He wants 1.7. I'm just going to release him. I think we could find somebody better who can play the... what's his face-offs like? Tom Pyatt. 75 face-offs. What does Nate Thompson have for face-offs? 80 face-offs. Okay, let's release Pyatt. We'll look for a fourth-line center. We'll see what we can get. Tyrell's also a decent option for us. I mean, he's 70 face-offs. That's not bad. So I'm going to tender him a qualifying offer. Let's see what he wants first. 1.2. I'll tender you a qualifying offer. We'll see what happens. Then at least we can deal with him after. Killorn will tender a qualifying offer to. Nobody here else I need to re-sign. Prospal. Do I keep him? I don't think so. I think we could probably release him. I think we've got a good enough sniper in Purcell. Well, you know what? Prospal's cheap. We could trade Purcell if we need to. 2.7 million. 2.7 times 0.85. That's 2.295. So that's a good value for him. So we'll do that. Oop. 295. All right. Perfect. So Prospal, Olat or Andre Palat, he could get much better too. Let's give him 2 years. So 645 is what we can get him for. That's insane. That's a good deal. But he's probably not going to get too much better before that. Labrie will release you. We'll release Surrey. I don't need anybody that's 2 stars. That's terrible. Right wingers, we got Connolly. Let's simulate a day. Let's see where we're at now, all right? Now that we've assessed this. And our cap space, we've probably still got tons of cap space. Because I got an idea. I've got an idea to how to make our team much better. I think what we're going to do is we're going to trade Stamkos and something for Sidney Crosby or Jonathan Toews. It was an easy decision to decide to renew my contract with you. It's important to me that I get what I want, my contract duration, so it was easy to agree to this renewal. Okay, we got Brett Connolly, Richard Panik, Andre Pallett. Vinny Prospel decided to reject. I think that's because I dropped it too low. And Adam Ernie decided to accept as well. So, where is our boy here? He's a left winger, right? A Prospel. Okay. He's 39 years old. You know what? We could just release him at $2.7 million. We could just release him. How much is left on Connolly's Purcell's contract? 2 years left. So he's got this year and next year. We can trade him if we needed to. I'm just gonna release Prospel. Oops. We're just gonna release Prospel. We'll figure out something. I think. Or not Prospel. Yeah, Prospel. We'll get rid of Prospel. We can keep him alone, I suppose. We'll do some tweaking. There's no doubt about it. Left wingers. We'll just release you. That's fine for now. We'll find somebody a little bit better with our cap space. Okay. Let's see here. Right wingers. Oh, and defenseman. Salo. He's a two-way defenseman. We could get rid of Brewer. What does Salo want for a contract? $3.2 million for 4 years? Jesus Christ. That's expensive. I think we can get somebody better than Salo. But we could probably get rid of Brewer, too. Defensive, two-way. I think a two-way defenseman's easier to find. All right, he's only going to be here for 1 year. So let's give him the lowest value we can. 3.205 for 3 years. He's not going to play 3 years. If he does, I'd be pretty scared. 3.205 times 0.85. 2.725. 2.725 for 3 years. Okay, good enough. That's a much better value. Lee, we're going to release you, Brian Lee. We don't need you. Schuster, we're going to tender you a qualifying offer. We're going to release you. What else we got here that we can get rid of? Tomarina. Release. Okay. No, I'll just release you. You're too low overall. Too low. You're not going to affect anything. Oh. Wow, there's a lot of players here. Hold on. Oh, it's sorted by age now. That's why. All right, down. You need to... Whoops, cancel. You need to go... Perfect. We'll give you... Yeah, we got to tender you a qualifying offer. Bookaboom, sure, why not? Goalies. Brodeur. All right, Brodeur was one of our spots we had to get. He wants 4.95. Jesus. Oh, my goodness. $4.95 million for 1 year? Are you out of your mind? Oh, my God. Okay, fine. I'm going to give you one... He's not going to play that long. Is that the lowest we can get him for? Okay, 4.95. That's all we can get him for. So it's going to be 1 year. 4.95. Oops. 0.85. It's 4.210. 4.210. Okay, for 1 year, that's all you're going to get. All right, Helenas will tender for now. We really wasted that. Okay, you can get out of here, Nilstrop. I'll just negotiate a new contract because I don't know who I'm going to be holding on to. Okay, let's simulate another day. Let's see where we're at. I know this is getting boring probably because we haven't got... everybody's looking forward to the trades, I think. I think that's what everybody's looking forward to, is all these big trades. Brodeur, yep. Sami Salo, yep. And Desjardins both accepted. So that's good. We're going to have about $3 million to deal with. Who needs to be still dealt with here? Brown and Parody. No, I think we can release those two. I'll release you. And I'll release you. Anybody need to be signed? Nope, that is it looks like. Goalies first. Helena. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go and advance. We're gonna go in now to free agency now that everybody's been bought out and set up. All that jazz. Let Prospel battle against the Wills. He didn't accept my offer at 0.85 less, which everybody else did. That doesn't bother me at all because he's 39 years old. He's old as shit. All right, so Killorn decided to renew, and so did Barbero. You never know. Oh, some of them are going to test free agency, it looks like. But it'll be interesting to see if any of them actually get an offer. Brock Bukaboom took it. All right, continue. Let's see what's in free agency here, okay? So we do need there's some spots we need to address. Like, you could pick up Yoni Pitkinen, or let's see here. Ray Whitney, a left winger, 42 years old. There's some interest in him as a playmaker. He'd be a good guy for us to pick up, but we already have a guy that can fit that bill. So I'm not going to make too much of a push for him. Matt Green, no. We were looking for a fourth line center. That's what we're looking for, right? Let's see. Let's take a look at centers. All right, so like Jay McClement, $1.8 million. You know, that's the type of fourth line player you need. 85 faceoffs, that's good. I love my grinders, you know I do. Tom Pyatt wants 2.07. What was Tom Pyatt wanting? 1.7? But I'd rather pay 1.8 for a player that's much better like that. Dana Tyrell, actually, we're the only team that's interested in him. We don't need to pick up a player if we don't want to. We could just go with what we got. We wouldn't even need to pick up Jay McClement. Okay, let's see who's up there for potential players. All right, who's got the highest potential? Derek Brassard is free agent now for Yellow Stars. Center, playmaker, no. Tommy Wingles, 77 overall, two-way forward. They got him as a fourth-line player. That's as good as he's going to get, so no. Sutter, Lucas Sutter, 58 overall. Joe Colburn is now probably not a free agent, but he is a power forward, decent face-offs. And he's 24 years old. You know what? He's got some space to go. Nobody else is interested. $1.2 million is what he wants. I wouldn't be playing him in the NHL, so he would affect my cap space by about $300,000. That's okay. How much would he want for 1 year? He doesn't want 1 year. We could give him 2 years. No, we don't need Joe Colburn. I don't need a player wanting that much money. Nick Bonino, no. Dana Tyrell, that's our boy. Oh, that was all centers. Let's take it all forwards. That would probably help. Mark Finn, two-way defenseman. How much does he want? $5 million. Lots of teams interested. So if lots of teams are interested in Mark Finn, there you go. Let's offer the amount we can. Perfect. Offer the most amount of money we can. Bonino, Colburn, Caron. Jared Caron, a fourth-line player. Other teams interested is Boston. That means he's probably an RFA. A power forward. You know what? We could offer for Caron. So let's offer the max. $925 is what he's looking for. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Whatever. If we can, we can. Zuccarello, playmaking left wing. No. Schuster, that's our boy. Eric Gryba. No, not really interested in you. That's our boy. Austin Levi. Kosmachuk, two-way forward, right wing. Now let's offer him. Lots of teams interested in Kosmachuk, so we'll give him the $925 that he's looking for. Oh, and he's a free agent too. He's not even an RFA. Lucas Sutter, 58. You know what? We could offer Lucas Sutter as well. He is an RFA. Oh no, he's a UFA. All right. Who else do we have here? Bowman, no. Okay, what about goalies? What is there available for goalies? All right, Bachman, Richard Bachman, 26. No. We've got Brandon Whitney, who's 3.5 yellow stars. Our guy, Rico Helenius. And we've got McCollum, Tom McCollum. So let's try this guy here. There's lots of teams interested. Okay, we'll take you. And McCollum. You know what? We can offer McCollum as well. All right, we'll have to. So there's a few players that probably won't pull through for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate up a couple days, I think. Do we need to sign a... Let's see. Theoretically, Martin St. Louis on his way out. All right, so Martin St. Louis, I'm going to remove him from my depth chart. So to trade, let's see here. So St. Louis. All right, and so we'll take St. Louis out of the picture. So that leaves us with Prospel and Stamkos on that top line. Oh, sorry, Prospel's gone. So we got to take him out. So that leaves us with Stamkos, with nobody else. We do need to find a top playmaking left winger, or we could just put Purcell back up there for this year. All right, that is an option for us. Or we keep Martin St. Louis this year, play him on the left wing, and Kucherov on the right wing. That could look really good as well. That team would do well. So let's trade Steven Stamkos right now. I think that's our best bet. Have Steven Stamkos and traded for Sidney Crosby. or Jonathan Toews. All right, let's see here. I've never made a trade for these players before, so let's take a look at Chicago. Let's see what Jonathan Toews is worth. He's max because he's 95 overall, 26 years old. He is the best thing about Jonathan Toews is his cap hit at $5.5 million. He's a steal, but he's probably got 1 year left at that. 1 year. That means he's going to jump up to about $9 million. All right, he's going to be an expensive player. All right, now let's take a look at. Where are we here? Let's take a look at Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby, he's also 95 overall, and he's max value, but he's got 11 years at $7.9 million. You can't get a better value than that. So Sidney Crosby is your better bang for your buck player. All right? Steven Stamkos, we're going to add you in there, and we will need to add a strong player with a lot of value, like Slater Cuckoo. He's 4 yellow stars to a defenseman. That might be the type of player we need to give up. Or we got D'Angelo, who's also 4 yellow stars, but he's an offensive defenseman, so I'd rather give up Cuckoo on that. We're going to have to give up somebody who's got some value. What's Nestorov? Okay, so I would give up Nestorov. Okay, Nestorov, and I would give up Cuckoo on this deal. That won't go through, though, probably because of the players. Let's see. Stevenson. Nope. What's the problem here? Cap hit or something? Oh, the cap hit is the problem here. So we have to take Cuckoo off because he's, yeah, it's because of the cap hit. We need to find somebody who's still on a 2-way, or that isn't that much, like that won't hit against the cap. Panic, no. Pallet, I really like Pallet. I feel like he's going to get better as a playmaker. I feel like he's going to be really good this year. We need to find somebody that's maybe not even signed in, like Schuster. Oh, Schuster has 4 yellow stars. 3.5 yellow stars. And I liked him because he's big. And he could play this year. Paquette. What's Paquette like? Okay, you know what? Let's give him Stamkos. And let's give him Nestorov. Let's also give up, I believe he's worth the first from 2017. Or we give it the 2016. The first from 2017. And a goalie. Like, we just picked up Volue. So let's, yeah, Volue is what, 4.5 yellow? Volue is a 4.5 yellow. We drafted him, right? Yeah. And then Pollock we drafted. Let's see, all goalies match. All goalies. Oh, we haven't got them yet. That's why. I would give up Volue. Because Pollock is what? No, I'll give up Pollock. We'll give up Pollock because Volue is better. All right, so Pollock. All right. Will this go through? Stamkos, Nestorov, our first, and Pollock for Sidney Crosby? Do you think that'll go through? I don't know. That might just do it. That might do the trick. This may be the blockbuster trade for us that puts us in the right direction. It certainly is a commitment for us to the future. There's no doubt about it. Will this go through? It won't. Okay, you've met our block needs well enough, but the value you have on the table is too far off. Okay, I'm going to trade picks then. Let's take the pick off, and let's add another player with value, I guess. Hold on. Let's throw on, not D'Angelo. Let's throw on Gudis. Can we get rid of Gudis? He's 3.5 yellow star. We got better defensemen than him. So let's throw Gudis on there. That will go through. I'm going to take off the first. Do they want Gudis, though? They don't want Gudis. But what's the value like? Okay, it's about the same. Do they have anybody else they want? Hold on. Skaters matching their block. Let's see here. Keith Ollie. These guys aren't signed. That's part of the problem. That's why their value is so low. There's not many. They would take Cuckoo. But what if we switch Cuckoo for Nestorov? Hold on. Nestorov and Cuckoo. Will that go through? No. Won't go through. Okay, hold on. Let's switch Cuckoo and Nestorov then. Back up. And we'll throw in Gudis just for bonus because we're getting an elite player here. Yeah, that's good for me. I like that. That's much better. We'll see if it goes through for Sidney Crosby. It's a big deal. It's a big trade for us. We're getting a much better player out of the package. Hear me trying to convince myself on this. Even their shooting categories aren't far off. Like, he's 91-91, I believe. 91-90 and 90-91. So, but his passing, deking, hand-eye, that's all the way up there. He is the ultimate. Let's see if this goes through. Here we go. No, wow. You've met our block needs well enough, but the value you have on the table is too far off. So let's take off this first. Let's trade it for the 2016 first. That's a huge value increase, and we'll take Gudis off. All skaters. Gudis comes off the block, and I feel like we can take Pollock off as well. All right, I think that'll go through. Stamkos, Nestorov in the 2016 first overall. Will it go through? No. Okay, hold on. What's our considered poor now? Okay, so I'm gonna throw this back on here. We'll throw Pollock back in. If that doesn't work, we'll try throwing in Gudis. Try it. Wow. And I'll try Gudis. If this doesn't work, we got to go for Jonathan Toews. Gudis. Here we are. Here's Gudis. Let's try this. I don't see why this won't go through. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Just got to sweeten the trade a tad. So let's remove. Let's see. They want Pollock. They don't want Stamkos. That's part of the problem. They want Pollock. They don't want Gudis. So let's give them a player that they want then. Let's give them Volyu. Can't get much worse. Oh my god, I'm just wrecking it here. Let's try this. Oh, there you go. On behalf of the Pittsburgh Penguins organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. Nice. Okay, so we've got Sidney Crosby in the system now, boys. Sid the Kid. Where the heck is he? Oh, this skater's matching block. Sidney Crosby is going to center. I could basically keep this the way it is. And Martin St. Louis. What we could do with Martin St. Louis is trade him for a defenseman. And that's what I was thinking. Who would take him? Probably nobody, because his cap hit's high and his overall is low. Nobody's going to take him. Not a single soul. So let's take a peek here at what we can find for a, a lower ranked defenseman. Or do we just rock Martin St. Louis right to the end? That's that's a big question mark for us. Is do we just keep rocking him? Because we don't have a top line playmaker yet. But we will. We will. Maybe we'll just keep him around. Maybe we will. I think our defense can last. I think our defense can last us. So let's leave it like that for now. All right. We'll see how things go. We're not going to sign any more free agents. Actually, I'll go up a week and we'll see who we got. But things are getting interesting now with Sidney Crosby in the fold. I'll be very interested to see what goes on here. McCollum took our offer. So did Matt Finn. So did Kosmachuk, Brandon Whitney, Lucas Sutter. We got a few good players now, a few depth prospects. I appreciate your interest, but I've decided to go with another team at this time. That's fine with me. I don't care. They've chosen to match the offer. Okay. We got a couple more days. There was another RFA offer that we made. So let's see if it's here still. Is that it? That may be it. And then what I think I'm going to do in the next video, guys, is we'll explore the option of getting ourselves, yeah, that's probably it. We'll explore the option of getting ourselves a goalie with some potential, all right? Because we're going to need that. So I'm going to leave it there. Tell me what you guys think about the Sidney Crosby trade. Was it the right move or was it the wrong move? Or if it was the right move, what do we need to do next? So until next time, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.